Hello everybody, this is Roving Shadow, and I am back with more Quest for Glory 4, Shadows of Darkness. So, left off last time, just about to go into the town, so let's get right to it. This is a lovely little, got a scarecrow over here.
The villagers have erected a scarecrow to keep birds away from the newly harvested corn. The bottom of the gully is filled with water from the autumn storms.
Even though I looked at the corn, not that. Fair enough.
Tall shocks of corn have been harvested and wait here to be stored for the winter.
Pumpkins.
Some beautiful giant pumpkins are growing in the field.
They are beautiful. I wish I could take one. Can I take a pumpkin?
You've never been very good at making pumpkin pie.
Man, and I could go for pumpkin pie. That sounds good right about now.
One of the tall trees of the forest frames the town gate like a natural archway. You don't have any rations. You'd better get some food soon.
Okay, I will.
An old stump by the side of the road makes a convenient resting place for passers-by.
And this is actually a secret that it's very easy to miss. Click on the stump.
You find 5 crowns that someone hid in the hollow stump. They're covered with mold and dirt, and have obviously been long since forgotten.
Until now.
The walls of the town rise majestically above you. Twin towers stand over the town wall, massive silent sentinels over the gate.
Okay, well, let's just look at the doors.
The town gates, made of massive oak logs, are currently wide open. There is a heavy oaken bar to secure them at night.
Okay, well, let's head into town. I love this music. I actually love most of the music in this game. I could just sit here for a while.
To the north you can see the buildings of the town. It looks a little like Spielberg, yet also very different in some undefinable way.
Let's look at
Beautiful, out-of-season flowers grow all around the stone monument.
Let's look at the
The
staff.
curved staff has a very organic look to it. Its curves seem somehow feminine. You can feel a sense of magical power radiating all around it.
Let's see if we can't take this.
The staff feels warm and almost alive in your hand. You hear an eerie voice in your head.
This I must first do. The sacrifice of life for one of love.
What is this?
You find yourself letting go of the staff very quickly.
Am I hearing things? Am I hearing things? I don't see anyone. Hello?
You hear a voice in your head.
My destiny is not yet fulfilled. One life for a death, and one death for a life.
That's not cryptic or anything. I'm just gonna take a flower.
You pick some flowers and put them away.
Aren't they lovely? Getting a bouquet of pretty flowers. Some magic about them seems to be keeping them perpetually fresh.
This isn't San Francisco, so you don't need to wear flowers in your hair.
Aww, but I wanted flowers in my hair. I think I would have looked very, very pretty. Oh, so pretty. And witty. And off to the town.
You!
Well,
How did you
me.
get here?
I
Why
don't know.
are you here?
Because I'm lost.
Few strangers come to Mordavia. I am the Burgomeister.
Hello there,
It is
Burgomeister.
my job to know everyone and everything that goes on here.
Oh, that's a very important job.
The Burgomeister looks like a strong, hearty man, although he has a sad expression.
Well, let's say hello.
The Burgomeister stares at you suspiciously.
Why would you look at us suspiciously? Let's tell him about
You
ourselves.
tell the Burgomeister about how you came here.
Do you expect me to believe such a story?
Um,
That you could walk out of that cave alive?
But I did.
That the cave would be open?
And it was?
Tell me no more lies.
I'm not. I would never lie. Well, let's say hello, or talk to him, actually.
My name is Dmitri Ivanov. I am the burgomaster of this town.
Why, hello there, Dmitri. How is it going?
Mordavia is a valley surrounded by mountains.
A valley?
There used to be a road which led from here, but heavy rains have created a swamp at the base of the mountain south of here. No wagons can get you in or out, nor can any person, except perhaps you.
It's not my fault. It wasn't my, what can you tell us about the
This
town?
is the town of Mordavia. There is an inn and a shop down the street where you can spend the night or get some supplies and be on your way.
Okay.
The sooner you leave, the better for all. There are many dangers in Mordavia, and we certainly do not need a stranger to stir up new troubles.
You would almost think that we're not wanted here. And, I mean, why wouldn't you want
The
us?
Hotel Mordavia has rooms and food. It is a safe place to spend the night.
Oh, that's good.
The shop does not carry much. We have been cut off from supplies for a while now. Still, you may at least restock your food rations before you continue with your travels.
Oh, well, thank you. At least I can do that. Now, about these dangers?
There are many strange and dangerous creatures that live in Mordavia.
Really?
Trust nothing.
Um.
The gates of this town are closed at sunset.
Okay.
Do not let yourself get caught outside after dark, for few can survive a Mordavian night or remain sane enough to speak of it.
I'm sure we would be fine. What's the worst that could happen at night?
Just leave Mordavia quickly. No good comes from outsiders, and we do not want you here.
But... Okay. I didn't want to be here anyways.
Leave here quickly.
I'm sorry.
Go, and soon.
I think you've made your point. You do not want us here. And I don't see why not. You know what? Let's come in here and talk to him.
Are you just sightseeing or casing my place?
Yes. Let's greet him.
So, what are you up to today?
Not too much. Just, walking around, getting out of some caves, being magically transported, losing all my stuff, going broke, getting yelled at by people who just meet me, getting all my hopes and dreams crushed. Let's tell him about ourselves.
Never have I heard such wild stories before. I am supposed to believe that a prince of Shapir stands before me?
Yeah?
You do not look like anything other than a teller of tales to me.
But it's not a tale. It's the truth. It's the truth.
To be honest, I do not trust you. What you say of yourself is unbelievable, and what you do around here seems likely to get you in trouble.
What I do around
If
here?
the path was clear, I would ask you to leave Mordavia.
You've
As
already
things
asked.
are, I will be watching you closely.
You've already asked me to leave many times, and what I've done? I haven't done anything yet. I've just talked to you. Tell us about this adventure.
The old
Guild.
Adventurers Guild is at the north end of town. It has been abandoned for many years, since we have not had many adventurers who could cross the swamp. Seeing as you are supposed to be an adventurer, here, have a key to the guild door. Perhaps you can find something of use there.
Oh, why, thank you. At least you're being somewhat kind.
To the northwest of town is Castle Borgov. It used to be owned by the Borgov Boyars of Mordavia, but the last Borgov died years back, and no one came to take his place. Some strangers moved in some years back, but they have had nothing to do with the town, and we have had nothing to do with them.
Well, did you ever send...
The old road from town used to meet with the road from the castle and head south to the pass. The heavy rains not only created the swamp, but caused so much plant growth you can't see the road anymore. The swamp is a dangerous and foul place. They say that all who ever were buried beneath the earth there now reach up to drag the living to their deaths.
I can vouch for that.
I have seen for myself
Yes.
that this is true.
It is.
Stay far from the swamp if you value your safety.
Fair enough.
There are other things in Mordavia to see and do, but I am not a tour guide here. Go off and see for yourself, but be careful.
Okay.
The gates of the town are locked at night, so be sure to return before it gets dark. It's dangerous to be out after sunset.
That was a lot of talking. But as I was gonna say before, did you ever, like, send a welcome wagon or a bunch of villagers go out and say hi to the new people at the castle? Because if you didn't, well then, why would they be expected to come and say hi to you? I don't know.
Everyone in Mordavia minds his own business and does not go looking for trouble. You obviously do not fit in well here.
I'm sorry? Okay.
The Burgomaster was very fond of wild boar hunting in his youth. He still keeps a rack of spears in case any wild boars should wander into his office.
Oh.
In such a small village, only one jail cell is needed.
Yeah.
The desk is a massive oak affair.
That is a pretty nice desk, I have to say. I wish I had that desk.
The Burgomeister's chair is large and impressive.
As is the chair I would like. Look at this up
A
here.
magnificent shield, flanked by 2 great axes, is the office's sole decoration.
Hey, Mr. Burgermeister. Are those real? Could I maybe have that? Walk around with like a axe? Nothing would mess with us then, considering all we have is this rusted sword. Oh, and that's right, we've got a key ring now. This ring contains the keys you found during your quest. You have the Adventurers Guild key. And
You try on the keyring. It's a little large for you. This door opens onto the Burgomeister's bedroom and private quarters. You are in the Burgomeister's sparsely appointed office. There is a jail cell in the back. A set of steps leads up to the Burgomeister's living area.
Okay, well, I guess we've done all that we can in here. Let's...
Stay out of trouble if you have any brains.
Okay. Trouble. You don't like us. I understand.
Stay out of trouble and other people's business.
Yes, you've already
and
said
you and
that.
I will get along with one another.
Okay.
Otherwise, you will get me angry. I'm sure you don't want to make me angry, do you?
No. I do not want you to be angry. I'm sorry, I am leaving now.
The Burgomeister keeps his windows securely barred. You don't notice... This heavy wooden door guards the entrance to the Burgomeister's office.
Now it's
Through
a
the
matter
open
of
window, you can
looking.
see the Burgomeister's sparsely furnished office. Doors inside lead to a cell and to the Burgomeister's private quarters. From the sign reading Burgomeister's office, you cleverly deduce that the Burgomeister works here.
Probably.
It's been years since you studied Mordavian, but you think that Burgomeister might be the word for mayor, or perhaps sheriff.
Yeah, that's pretty close. That's pretty close.
You don't know. You don't.
I can't
You-
look at the lamp.
you-
Lamp.
You-
Oh, sorry.
This is the major entrance of the general store. Colonel, you tell? The private quarters are in the Burgomeister's office.
Hilarious. Funny, hilarious.
This is a well-stocked country store. Various foodstuffs and useful items adorn the shelves. The sign reads, General Store. You wonder how much of a commission the salespeople get. The open barrel is about half full of rainwater.
Okay,
The sign
almost
simply
done.
reads, In. I guess that means you should go in.
Probably.
This is the Hotel Mordavia, best and only inn in town.
Ah, that means they probably have the extremely high prices because of no competition. Okay, well, let's go into the general store.
This general store is cheery and well lit, thanks to the warm hearth. The first things that you notice are the cats. They seem to be everywhere. Then you see the shopkeeper, sitting on her rocking chair as she knits. She's a very, well, sturdy-looking woman.
So,
Very sturdy.
you're the stranger in town. I've heard all about you already.
You've heard all about us. We've been in town for like a few minutes. And we've only talked to the Burgomeister. And we never saw... You know what? Hello.
You're polite, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Manners are as manners do, as my husband used to say. We'll see.
Yes, yes, yes. Let's introduce ourselves.
You can call me Olga. Mrs. Stovich is too formal after all.
Absolutely.
We don't welcome strangers here. They bring nothing but trouble. All the same, it's good to see a new face again.
Yeah. Well, let's buy some equipment, especially some food. And what's annoying is you have to buy, click, buy, click. There's no, like, buy 10. And there's also no bargaining. So, it is what it is. But, we really do not need money for the most part. It's pretty much, this is all we will be buying. What I'm buying right now. Garlic we don't even need to buy. We'll buy some candy. We'll buy some oil. A pie pan. A hand broom. And I actually don't think we need a shopping bag, but I can't remember off the top of my head, so I'm buying it just in case. But I'm pretty sure we don't. I'm pretty sure it's only like the thief that needs that. But let's just buy a few more rations. And okay, that'll be good. So let's look at all the stuff we got. Rations, you have 15. These avocado and garlic sandwiches are the strangest adventuring meals you've encountered. Still, they do last a long time and will keep you from starving to death. Of course, you may wish you'd starve to death if you have to eat them too often. Candy. You have several small pieces of taffy twisted in paper. Oil. The container's label reads, Squeaky Greaser. Pie pan. This is a metal pie tin perfect for fruit pies. There's a small hand broom suitable for light cleanup tasks. This reusable cloth shopping bag reduces waste and makes a handy container. Bagging big game with it is not recommended, however. Okay. Well, let's do a little look.
It looks like an ancient temple that the shopkeeper has put up on the mantle as a good luck symbol.
And
The cozy cat conveys a calmness most common in comfortable confine.
that's a lot of C's.
It's an ornamental dinner plate. Doesn't every mantle have a candelabra?
Yeah, really. Don't they all? I mean, it's like you have to have it.
A set of plates sits on the high shelf out of the cat's reach.
Very smart.
The cozy cat.
That same thing.
You don't know. This is a store counter. It's covered with more cats than merchandise. Either garlic is one of the most popular products here,
Yes,
or the shopkeeper ordered way too much and hasn't been able to get rid of it.
maybe.
An oil-burning lantern lasts longer than a simple torch, unless the torch happens to be magical.
Absolutely. Gotta love the magical torches.
The shopkeeper does a good business in clocks, Apparently the villagers like to be able to tell when night is approaching.
And they can't just look outside.
This pot is looking a bit blue. Maybe that's because it hasn't been sold yet.
Aww.
The huge brown pot is probably used to store bulk merchandise, or maybe homemade brownies.
Brownies. That sounds
The
good.
large ewers are just right for carrying water. The fire helps keep the shop and the cats warm on these cold autumn evenings.
Ah. Fireplace. Best way to heat a place.
The coat...
Oops.
It's a nice round barrel suitable for rockin' and rollin'.
Rock and roll!
The window looks out on the street and provides some extra sunlight in which the cats can bask. The vines give the room a nice organic feel and a little extra fresh air.
Ah. Okay, let's now... Well... Let's...
The shopkeeper is a short, plump, plain-faced woman with coarse features.
Okay, now let's actually talk to her. Let's ask about goods.
Let me see, what could you use? Well, besides my regular items like brooms and pens, I really don't have anything else for adventurers like yourself.
No?
Now, I do have some lovely sandwiches you can use for rations. And garlic. Of course you'll need garlic. I've also got some
Absolutely.
oil you can use to keep the weapons and armor from rust.
Who doesn't need
And
garlic?
if you like sweets, I've got some yummy homemade candy. Although the garlic-flavored ones have all been purchased by now. I'll have to make some more. Oh, and a shopping bag to carry things in. I have a couple of those left.
Oh. Well, what can you tell us about the candy?
3 twists of candy will cost you just 5 kopecks. The kids love them.
Do they?
Oh, now garlic is a must-have item.
Must-have.
It's just 25 kopecks for a bulb, and it will add flavor to any food.
Storekeeper looks around
Garlic.
nervously for a moment, then continues.
You know, some say garlic also has medicinal and protective properties.
Does it really? Protection against what?
My husband always said I make the most interesting sandwiches.
Interesting?
They're very good for you, and I only charge 50 kopecks each for them.
Ah. Very good.
The shopping bag costs 50 kopecks. It is very useful for carrying your purchases or other large things. A flask of household oil will cost you 100 kopecks. It's good for door squeaks and can also be used to loosen up rusty wagon wheels.
Oh, I'm sure that'll be useful at some point.
I can sell you a very nice large pie pan for 250 kopecks. Oh my, I've always admired the men who can cook.
Sorry, but I can't cook.
You can purchase the hen broom for 350 kopecks. I'm sure you'll really clean up with it.
And we've already done purchasing stuff.
What would you like to know about?
What would you like to tell us about? Tell us about the innkeeper's wife.
Bella's a good woman. She's the one who really runs the inn. Her husband just gives orders. Someday she'll give Yuri a piece of her mind, and good for her. The things she puts up with. Bella, she was a pretty woman not long ago. Was not called Bella for nothing. Losing her only child really aged her. What a tragedy.
Let's find out
The
about the castle.
north of town was abandoned for many years. Then some strangers moved in 4 years ago. No one knows what goes on there now. But it won't be for the good, I'll tell you. Werewolves are gypsies, no question about it. They change into wolves at night, eating anyone they can get.
I don't want to
Nothing
meet
can
them.
kill a werewolf but silver or magic. So you be careful out in the woods at night, you hear me? The
Okay.
gypsy camp is not at all that far from here.
Oh boy. Do you happen to have a gun and some silver bullets? Because I really can't do magic. Tell us about the
That is
monastery.
a bad place.
Bad
and you'd
place?
better have nothing to do with it. It is dangerous and should have been torn down long ago.
Ah,
Many a stranger never came back after asking questions about
Really?
it. So don't let your curiosity be the death of you.
Okay. We won't.
Yeah, my husband and myself had run this shop for many, many years. My husband passed on now, but I keep it just the way he liked it. A well-run shop is a busy shop, he always used to say. Not very busy anymore, what with the swamp. But I try to keep it going the best I can. Mostly housewares, but a few items that might interest you.
Okay. Well, actually, most of what she said in the rumors is kind of, at least in part, important.
You be
for
careful.
now, let's just
We don't
head
need
out.
you going around stirring up trouble after all.
What is it with
Got
these
enough as it
people
is.
in trouble?
If you do find something interesting, you let me know, of course, won't you?
Oh, absolutely. You'll be the first person. Okay, so let's...
Goodbye. Or, as my dear departed Boris used to say, may the winds blow fair at your beck.
Oh, okay. Okay, so now to the next place.
You've entered a small but nicely furnished country inn. Stairs lead up to the guest bedrooms. The floor is covered with sawdust and peanut shells. The barrel contains the few shells that manage to land in it. The innkeeper stares at you with an expression of fear and astonishment. It is several seconds before he speaks.
This is the Hotel Mordavia. Rooms here are 15 kopecks for room and board. Pay for 1 week in advance.
Okay.
Your room will be the first room at the top of the stairs. When you want food in the morning or evening, just sit down over there by the door.
Over there by the door.
Pay the innkeeper for your
Okay.
room and board.
Thank you for your payment.
You are welcome. The inn. It's a lovely place. And I can't remember off the top of my head, but the music that's playing right now, it is like an actual song. I can't remember what it is. It's a Russian I can't think of it. If I remember, I'll name it in the video description or possibly mention it in the next video, but I can't even take a guess now. But before we start talking to people, let's look around.
This giant wild boar's head is a trophy of the Burgomeister's last boar hunt. That must have been one impressive boar. Ornamental plates seem to be the fashionable decoration in country inns from here to Spielberg.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with ornamental plates.
A warm fire blazes in the hearth. The barrel serves as a repository for peanut shells, even though relatively few elephants stay at the inn these days.
Only a few? Ah, that's a shame. Must be really bad if there's not many elephants at the inn.
This cabinet contains some extra plates, glasses, and silverware. There is also a beautiful and ornate doll on one of the shelves. The innkeeper looks rather grim. Life in Mordavia has obviously not been kind to him.
That's too bad.
Braids of garlic festoon the
Garlic!
walls, lending their pungent aroma to the room.
More garlic.
Judging from the menu here, the innkeepers are trying to use it all up as quickly as possible.
Oh well, at least garlic is good. Garlic is delicious.
The chandeliers lend an aura of faded decadence, not to mention some light, on the Hotel Mordavia.
Wait, let's see if it will...
Your chandelier swinging days are over.
Yes, that is a reference back to our Brigand fighting days of Spielberg, as we fought the Three Stooges. Let's look at these people.
3 of the townsmen huddle together. They keep looking in your direction as they talk. You suspect that they are saying something not particularly complimentary about you.
Really?
This door leads to the innkeeper's private rooms. It is a plain but well-made chair. You might say it's a sitting pretty. You're in the Hotel Mordavia. It's your basic, run-of-the-mill inn. But they forgot the mill and nobody's running too far. The large pot near the fire is used to hold ashes until they can be taken out to the garden compost pile. Don't make an ash of yourself.
Okay, so now let's just sit down here for a second. Get some food.
It's a typical country breakfast. Fried beets and sausage with garlic for a garnish.
No, that actually sounds kind of good. Maybe it's because I'm very hungry right now, but then we can just... Oh, never mind.
Now the table's helping to keep you off the floor as well.
Okay, well, this is a good spot to stop at because, well, it's getting to be quite a long video, and, let's see, probably next video will still be a lot of talking, probably actually the next 2 videos. We'll be able to do a little bit more next video, and, next time, I've got to actually check who these
3 of the town
people are based on, but like one of them's Rodney Dangerfield, and I can't think off the top of my head of the others, but these people ad-lib, like, it's just hilarious what they say. But we'll talk to them next time, so I will see you all later.